Hi everybody. Today we discuss about the physics lesson in our grade 10 science book. There is a geometrical optics. Then as a summarization of this lesson, we discuss about the especially mirrors and the lenses. Especially according to the mirrors and the lenses, we discuss about the reflection and also the refraction. The laws of the reflection and also how the images are formed according to the reflection of light in the mirrors, and also according to the refraction part we discuss about the lenses, then how images formed by the lenses likewise. That's a summarization. Then in the first part you learn in previous grades, you have the experience for that. Then how we see an object. There, especially when we see an object, there are two things fulfilled. The two things are very important. The first one is especially source of light, and also other one is healthy eye. Without these two things we can't see anything. The light source, then especially the main source of light, the sun is our main source of light. Then especially when considered by the light source, without light source and also healthy eye, we can't see the object. You think about, we have a healthy eye, then we enter the dark room, but we can't see the objects in that room. And also because there is no light source in that room. Then consider about the blind people. They have not healthy eye, but they enter a lighted room or dark room, but they can't see the objects in that room. The reason is they cannot have a healthy eye. Then especially there are two things we need to see an object, that is the source of light and also the healthy eye. Then this is a diagram in figure 5.1, how to see an object, especially the sun and the rabbit. This is a luminous and non-luminous objects, also important. What's the difference between, firstly we identify the luminous and non-luminous objects. The difference between the luminous means the light, the objects that produce light, emitted light, these are the luminous objects, sun and the stars, and also lighted candle, lighted bulb, lighted lamp, or any kind of thing. Then non-luminous means the objects that do not emit light. These are the non-luminous objects, especially moon it's a non-luminous object. Moon, planets, and also wood, concrete, plastic, rigiform, these are the non-luminous examples for non-luminous objects. Then look at this the diagram. The luminous object sun, non-luminous object rabbit. Then we can see the sun, a light ray coming from the reach to our eye directly from the sun. It's directly reach to our eye. Then we can see the sun. Then how we can see the rabbit. Rabbit is a non-luminous object. They can't produce light. Then this rabbit, we can see the rabbit due to the incident of the reflection of light. Then how it's happened, a light ray coming from the sun first fall into the rabbit. Then after the reflection, that light ray is reached to our eye. Then we can see a rabbit. Then that is occur because of due to the incidence of reflection of light. Then another part is given here, the three types of objects. This also you learn in previous grades. As remember to that, this objects, there are three parts of objects: transparent objects, translucent, and the opaque objects. The transparent means especially the objects that light passes through that objects very clearly. Examples: glass, polythene, likewise. Then opaque means the objects that does not pass through the light does not pass through the objects. These are the opaque objects. You know the opaque objects, the wood or plastic or concrete, These are the opaque objects. Then other one, mid part, that is the transfluent objects. These are the objects the light passes the little past the light. That means the things that the other side of that object do not see clearly. We can't see clearly. They change the directions. There's examples: decorated glasses, tissue papers, oil papers. Likewise, these are the three types of objects. Then it's very important in light to draw the diagrams of the light. These are the very important. As a basically how to represent a light ray. Then first we identify a light ray and the beams of light. A light ray means it's a single one. We represent a light ray in a straight line, and when we draw in a straight line, and this arrow mark is very important. Arrowhead. What's the reason for when drawing the arrowhead? That's to represent the direction of the sunlight traveling. This direction to this direction. This is very important. The direction. Therefore, the arrowhead is very important to show the direction of the light passing through this. Then this representation of a light ray, mainly to draw the ray diagrams in a light. Then we identify the beam of light. What's the meaning of beam of light? Beam means a bundle of light rays. The collection of number of light rays. There's a beam of light. Then a beam of light, we identify three types, especially parallel beam of light, convergent beam of light, and the divergent beam of light. Firstly, identify the parallel beam of light. These bundle of rays, these light rays, they are parallel to each other. This is the parallel light beam. It's very easy to identify. With examples we given. The light from the coming from a torch. When a light coming from when consider about the jungle, the light rays in a condition of the mist, the light rays coming through the trees. That's a parallel light beam. Then other two types, very important: a convergent light beam and the divergent light beam. In this lesson, it's very important to identify the difference between convergent and divergent, because the mirrors and the lenses, we discuss about the mirrors and the lenses. These two types again we discuss according to that, the convergent and divergent. What is the difference? Convergent means these light rays, many light rays meet at one point. That is the convergent light beam. Then divergent means the light rays, many number of light rays spread away, travel away from a given point. That's a divergent light beam. That is the difference of the convergent and divergent beam of light. Then these theories you also learn in previous grades. Then identify the next part. We are going to the next part. These are the mirrors. It's very important, mirrors. Then especially we identify two types of mirrors. These two types of mirrors are plane mirrors and the curved mirrors. In this lesson we deeply focus about the curved mirrors, and first we identify the plane mirrors. Then plane mirrors, you have the experience, you can get the best example for plane mirrors, your dressing table mirror. When you look at through the dressing table mirror, then you can see the image of you. Then that's the best example for plane mirrors. You can use in day-to-day life. Then we identify the images, how images are formed when fall into the plane mirrors. What are the features and how to draw that. It's very important. Then when this lesson, light, geometrical optics, you have to draw the ray diagrams. Then especially when consider about the mirrors, then you have to draw the mirror scientifically. Then how to draw that, how to represent the mirror. There's this MN. is given is the MN, it is the plane mirror. Then plane mirror we